Hi, I'm Nick Williams, and you're watching Medicare Pro TV. And I'm going to teach you how to navigate Medicare. And what you're going to find out is that it's very, very simple. It's often complicated. People, the way they speak about it, you'd think it's rocket science. I call it baby food easy. And I think that you probably will agree with me when we're done this short video here. Okay, first of all, I'll equate it to my time as an electrician years ago when I was in the Navy. I had to learn electromagnetic theory, but when I was out in the fleet on my ship, I was just changing light bulbs, changing wires, maybe fixing some motor controllers, replacing a fuse. The hardest part is figuring it all out. Once you got it, it's simple. But you shouldn't have to figure it all out. I use and work with all my clients, and I use the Medicare and You book because this is your book. It has your information in it, and I reference this book frequently because it enables you to validate the information that I give you, and it should be used frequently. Now, if you go to page 5 in this book, and I have it on the screen here, as you can see at the top of the screen here, see, at the top of the screen, it'll say your Medicare options. When you turn age 65, these are your options. You actually have 3. You can do nothing, or you can go original Medicare, or you go what's called a Medicare Advantage. The vast majority of you are going to choose original Medicare. So you enroll, you're automatically enrolled in Part A, and you take Part B unless you refuse to take Part B. In most cases, you're going to take Part B. So let's just go with the norm here. And then you're going to get a drug card, which is a very simple process, but I cannot go into it in this video because of compliance. Any discussion of Medicare Advantage and drug cards are in that realm. They need to be very compliant conversations, and they are regulated by CMS, which is the Center for Medicare and Medicaid Services. But you'll get that drug card, which again we'll cover in another video, and you'll get a Medicare supplement. You can see right here it says supplement coverage. And then the question is, well, what supplement do I need to get? So now we're going to go down to page 70 of our, again, in our book, in your book, I should say. We're going to go to page 70, and there's a grid here that tells you the Medicare supplement plans available. And here we are, slowly but surely arriving at our grid. Okay. You can see at the top, how do I compare Medicare supplement policies? It says Medigap policies, Medicare supplements. And this chart shows the plans that are available. There are certain states that are going to that are not going to follow the rules as I tell you in this video, but I can't cover everything. Again, I want to stay with the norm where the individuals qualifying or choosing a Medicare supplement, the vast majority, I think, are going to follow the path that I'm explaining here. And that path used to be what's called a Plan F. And you can see right here, again, the plans are lettered. They're letter designated plans, A, B, C, D, F, G, K, L, M, and N. So you'll see there's some letters of the alphabet missing because we have deleted plans as the government has changed rules and laws affecting Medicare over the years. Plan F is going away in 2020 for new Medicare beneficiaries. But there's reason to believe that it may not be advisable, even if you can get into a Plan F now, which again, it is the Cadillac plan, because as you see here, and this is so simple, the grid tells you it has all the benefit. Again, follow my cursor here. These are all the benefit categories. Well, you can see the Plan F covers 100% of everything. Foreign travel is 80%, up to plan limits. And again, I want to stay in the norms. Not everybody's doing foreign travel. Not that everybody's worried about what's covered in Indonesia. So we want to stay with the basics. If you are somebody that travels around the world, well, yes, then we need to address that. The vast majority of people are not traveling around the world. This is where the vast majority will go, Plan G. Now let me further explain that Plan F. It's going away for new Medicare enrollees, new Medicare beneficiaries, effective 2020. But because many agents will tell their clients to get out of the Plan F, and which does happen, and which is happening right now, the pool of insured is getting smaller, or may get smaller. Nobody knows exactly what the numbers are, and I don't know exactly what the numbers are, but I don't want you to take that risk. So insurance is a numbers game. If you don't have new blood coming in to offset the aging, or the let's say less healthy members of the group who cannot leave, then you are going to have spiraling cost in theory. But again, not a theory that you want to mess with. So now we go to Plan G. If you follow down the grid, again, stay with my cursor here. If you follow down the grid, oh, there's a hole here in the grid. That's the one item that separates the F and the G. Well, this item is not covered. What is that? Oh, it's the Part B deductible. So are you following my cursor? So this is very simple, and I want you to stay with me on this. Well, okay, what is the plan? What is the Part B deductible? Let's go back to page 29 in your book. And here are we. Oh, 26. We overshot our plan. 29. Here we go. And let's blow this up so you can see this. Well, the Part B deductible, and this is 2018, which your 2019 book shows the 2018 deductible, is $183. It's actually $185 in 2019. That's it. For almost all medical services, inpatient, outpatient, you're going to pay a total of $183. You're only going to incur that on the outpatient side. So you could go in the hospital and you would not incur that. But outpatient, you are going to incur. Now, let me tell you something. When you look at those numbers, 100%, and I use terminology like you're covered for everything, well, there are exceptions. There's long-term care. There's experimental services. So, I mean, we have to be reasonable. And within reason, everything's covered. So now, I'm not going to go to Medicare.gov and show you how to qualify for a drug card because, again, it's a compliance issue. But it's very, very easy. So we got our Medicare supplement done. You pay, your premium might be $95. Like in South Carolina, somebody's at like $95. Maybe another state's $125. Maybe another state's $150. It's a cost of medical care in that geographic area. So, and that normally changes with the average income as well, because as income changes, so does the cost of medical care. There are exceptions to that rule. There's exceptions to every rule. So now what I'm going to show you is, if you go to Medicare.gov, not Medicare.gov, our homepage, MedicareProTV, you can see right here, if you need to know what the numbers, just go here and click the button, get a quote. And we'll give you the numbers and show you how it works. And you can drill down, but you should have confidence in your agent. And there's my shining face right there. And we're here to help you. But the important thing is that you have confidence in your agent. If you have an agent that's telling you, oh, this is very complicated, and perhaps is adding to your stress level, it's just not, I would be concerned because it's not complicated. You should walk out of this, again, saying easy peasy, no big deal. And you shouldn't have to revisit this every year, not your Medicare supplement. It should be every 3 years, perhaps, unless there's an unusual spike in premium. From time to time, you may want to shop it and get those rates down because at some point you may be in a physical condition. You may have an ailment or disease, God forbid. I don't want to talk about diseases in the video, but something may happen which will prevent you from from changing and getting that lower premium, because Medicare supplements do increase in rate in premium each year. So let's see. Again, you should have complete confidence in your agent. This is a very simple process. And if it's not, you need a different agent. And we're here to help you. We want to make it easy for you. I've been doing this for 30 years. I say I've been doing this. I first was licensed as an insurance agent in August of 1989. So I'm approaching 30 years here. I haven't done Medicare that whole time, and I haven't done just insurance that whole time, but investments or insurance that whole period of time. And I have been exclusively doing the Medicare for at least the last decade. So I know what I'm doing, and this is not complicated, and we're here to help you. And I hope to hear from you soon.